Bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. Allah says in the Quran, لَقَدْ كَانَ فِي قَصَصِهِمْ إِبْرَةٌ لِأُولِي الْأَلْبَابِ. Surely in the stories of the prophets and messengers who passed before us, there are many virtues and benefits for us to derive. From the stories Allah mentions in the Quran is the story of Yunus Alayhisalaam. The story of Yunus Alayhisalaam. And to summarize the story, it is basically Yunus Alayhisalaam was sent to the children of, he was sent to Bani Israel in a place called Nineveh, which is in Iraq today. And as we know, Nineveh was the largest city on the planet once upon a time. He sent to these people and he is ordered to call the people to La ilaha illallah, to the oneness of Allah. And he does so, up until he thinks he has exhausted every avenue in calling the people to La ilaha illallah. And the people, they do not accept his call, but rather they reject it. So when they have rejected his call, you find he leaves his people and he flees from them. And he does not have the permission to do so from Allah. So when he flees, he embarks upon a ship, and that ship is sailing. Then the ship begins to sink, and the people choose to throw him off the ship in hope that they will be saved. So he is thrown off the ship, and he's not drowned, but rather a whale comes and swallows him up. And it is there where he realizes that he has made a grave error and a mistake. And he makes a supplication, La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu min adh-dhalimin, from within the stomach of the whale. And it is then when the whale spits him out to the shore, and he meets his people there as believers. From the benefits of this story, number one is the importance of patience. The importance of patience. And the reality is that we do not know when Allah will guide a people. Like Yunus alayhi salam, he was not as patient as he should have been. And he did not know that Allah was just about to guide those people. But he turned away and he fled from them. So when we give da'wah, it's important that we are patient and that we understand that it is not up to us to change the hearts of people, or rather Allah changes the people. That which is up to us is to exhaust the avenues. We call them and we make dua for them, ask for them accepting the message, and this is between them and Allah. From the benefits of this story is that sometimes fleeing from our problems is not always the solution. From the benefits of this story that we learn is that if the slave turns to Allah in times of ease, then surely Allah will turn to him in times of hardship. As Allah says in the Quran, فَلَوْلَا أَنَّهُ كَانَ مِنَ الْمُسَبِّحِينَ لَلَبِثَ فِي بَطْنِهِ إِلَى يَوْمِ يُبْعَثُونَ. Allah says about Yunus alayhi salam, if he was not from those people in the past who prayed, surely he would have stayed within the stomach of the whale until the day of judgment. So in the times of ease and prosperity, he remembered Allah and he was worshipping Allah regularly. So in hardship and calamity befell him, Allah turned to him. And the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, تَعَرَّفْ إِلَى اللَّهِ فِي الرَّخَاءِ يَعْرِفْكَ فِي الشِّدَّةِ. Turn to Allah in times of ease and in times of prosperity. Surely Allah will turn to you in times of hardship and adversity. From the benefits of this story is that our religion is complete and perfect, and it has come to deal with every issue that we may face today. An example of this is where the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, there is no person who is distressed and who suffers from depression and anxiety except that he uses this supplication of Yunus alayhi salam, except that Allah will cure him and relieve him from his stress. And that supplication being La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu min adh-dhalimin. Oh Allah, nothing deserves to be worshipped except for you, and glory be to you, surely I was from the wrongdoers. From the great benefits of this story is the iman of the slave that saves him. As Allah says at the end of the story, كَذَلِكَ نُنْجِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. And similar to this is how we save the believers. Out of all the characteristics Allah could have mentioned, He uses Iman. So it's our Iman in reality which will save us in times of adversity and in times of tests and trials and tribulations. From the benefits of this story is the humility that we learn from the prophets and messengers. Yunus Alayhisalaam, he did not become arrogant and proud when he had made that mistake in fleeing from his people, but rather when he had understood he had done something wrong, he turned to Allah in repentance and he sought Allah's forgiveness and he returned to Him, and he did not become arrogant and proud. هذا والله تعالى أعلى وأعلم. صلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.